Hello everyone. In the process of learning 7th NCERT Social Science, I will now present PowerPoint presentation on the SPL topic understanding the media within the chapter 6 of SPL. What is your favorite TV program? Write in message or write in your classwork. What do you like listening to on the radio? These also please note down in the comment box or in your notebook. Which newspaper or magazine do you usually read at home? This also please note down in your notebook. Do you surf the internet and what have you found most useful about it? Whether it is useful or unuseful, write comment. Did you know that there is one word that is often used to collectively refer to the radio, television, newspapers, internet, and several other forms of communication? This is what we use the word media. In this chapter, we will read more about media. Media covers internet, television, radio, newspapers, magazines, etc., etc. Everything ranging from the stall at the local fair to the program that you see on TV can be called media. Media is the plural form of the word medium. Medium means through. What you gain, what you lose. And it describes the various ways through which we communicate in society. Because media refers to all means of communication, everything ranging from a phone in your hand to the evening news on TV can be called media. It is very comprehensive term which covers each and every process of our life. These are all various equipments of media that we are using in our day-to-day life. Television, radio, newspapers, cinema, and even your assembly, school assembly also come under media. That is coming under local fair, local celebrations. These are all your handsets, TV, radio, and newspapers are a form of media that reaches millions of people or the masses across the country and the entire globe. Thus, they are called mass media. Mass media is a media which is covering quite a large number of people simultaneously. This is large gatherings here, and this is covering not only in India, in your district, but it is covering throughout the world. See how much sophisticated technology, how much sophisticated machinery is being used in the television relay program. Media and the technology, we will discuss this concept now. Cable television and the widespread use of the internet is a recent phenomenon. These have been around for less than 20 years. Analog television was standard in the 20th century But since the 2000s, cable systems have been upgraded to digital cable operation. This is C, the analog television which was used in the 20th century, and this is a digital television network that is being used after 2000s. This is a coaxial cable used to carry cable television onto the subscriber's premises. This is a set-top box, an electronic device which cable subscribers use to connect the cable signal to other television set. The technology that mass media uses keeps on changing because every day a new techniques, a new technology is being employed and applied in the media. Newspapers, television, and radio can reach millions of people because they use certain technologies, advanced technologies, due to which they can reach millions of people all around the globe. These are all gaskets of electronic media which is being used in our day-to-day life. Different types of media that are being used in our day-to-day life. First one is personal media, example, your email, your inland letter, your postcard, and your mobile phone. This is print media. You can take newspapers, magazines, journals, textbook, all comes under your print media. Then electronic media. So these are all electronic equipments such as television, and that is digital computers and handsets, mobile phones, radio, all comes under electronic media. Then we have mass media, your newspapers again, because they are covering quite a large number of people simultaneously. Cinema, radio, television, all comes under mass media. Changing technology or machines and making technology more modern helps media to reach more and more people in day-to-day life. It is also improves the quality of sound and the images that you see. But technology does more than this. It also changes the ways in which we think about our lives. For example, today it is quite difficult for us to think of our lives without television. Indeed, our life is dull and we become senseless and we get bored if you are not having television or mobile phone or computer in your hand. These are must items nowadays. Television has enabled us to think of ourselves as members of a large global world. Television images travel huge distances through satellites and cable wires. This allows us to view news and entertainment. This is very, very important. You are all watching cinema, you are watching serial, you are watching comedies, all these kind of entertainment is being provided by this television. Channels from other parts of the world also giving us entertainment, other important things. Most of the cartoons that you see on television are mostly from Japan or United States of America. These are the cartoon pictures which are now we are seeing on our channels. We can now be sitting in Chennai or Jammu and can see images of a storm that has hit the coast of Florida in the USA. This is the coast of Florida in the USA. This is one of the states which is often hit by the tropical storms. Television has brought the world closer to us. Now it has connected the people and now we are very much connected because of television, because of mobiles, because of WhatsApp, because of emails, and the world is like a web, and we are interconnected from one continent to another continent, one country to another country, one state to another state, and one person to another person. See, here is a gentleman who invented television. Can you guess, imagine who is he? Yeah, he is John L. Baird. Sits in front of the apparatus with which he demonstrated to the Royal Institute his invention, the televisor, and early television. He was a Scottish inventor, electrical engineer, and innovator, demonstrating the world's first working television system on 26 Jan 1926. So from that day onwards, we have this television network system. So the media also involves a lot of money. We can think about media and the role of money. See, this is all costly things. It has the studio and the TV studio, the cameras, and then the satellite channels, and then the cable wires, and then you can say the lot of equipments requires a huge amount of money. The different technologies that mass media use are quite expensive. Just think about the TV studio in which the news reader sits. It has lights, cameras, sound recorders, transmission satellites, etc. All of which cost a lot of money. Mass media is constantly thinking of ways to make money. One way in which the mass media earns money is by advertisement. Different things like cars, chocolates, clothes, mobile phones, televisions, fridges, then AC, all different kinds of things are advertised nowadays. That is the main income for this television. You must have noticed the number of advertisements that you have to see while watching your favorite television play or show. While watching a cricket match on television, the same advertisements are shown repeatedly between each over, and so you are often watching the same image over and over again and again. This is media and democracy. So democracy, demo means people, Croatia means rule. Democracy, people's rule. And here, what is the role of media covering internet, television, radio, newspaper, and magazines? Media and democracy. Democracy is a government in which people actively involved. That's why Abraham Lincoln rightly quotes, it is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And how there is a relationship between media and democracy. We shall see now. Media covers newspapers, television, radio, cinema, your internet, computer, personal computer. In a democracy, the media plays a very crucial role in providing news and discussing events taking place in the country and around the world. It is on the basis of this information that citizen can, for example, learn how government is working in their day-to-day affairs. Some of the ways in which citizens can do this is by writing letters to the concerned minister, organizing a public protest, starting a signature campaign, a human chain, asking the government to rethink, its programs, etc., etc. An independent media means that no one should control and influence its coverage of news. It is on the basis of the information that the media provides that we take action as citizens. So it is important that this information is reliable, not biased. Reasons for not enjoying the freedom and independent by media. There are some important reasons, quite a few reasons, due to which media is not acting as an independent agency and also enjoying freedom. The first reason is the control that the government has on the media. Government prevents either a news item or a scene from a movie or the lyrics from a song from being shared with the larger public. This is referred to as censorship. Example, emergency period of Indira Gandhi between 1975 and 1977 had such kind of attitude. The second reason is the media's continual need of money. Media need a lot of money continuously, due to which it cannot show unbiased money. The media's continual need for money and its links to advertising means that it becomes difficult for media to be reporting against people who give them advertisements. That is the reason why they are not enjoying the status of independent and they are not enjoying freedom. Setting agendas. An important role in deciding what stories to focus on and therefore decides on what is newsworthy is a major task before the media. For example, the annual function at your school is unlikely to make news, but if a famous actor or a politician is invited as the chief guest, then the media might be interested in covering your annual events in your school. Very recently, the media drew our attention to alarming levels of pesticides in cola drinks. They published reports that indicated the high level of pesticides and thus made us aware of the need to regularly monitor these colas according to international quality and safety standards. They did this despite the government's resistance by boldly declaring that colas were unsafe. Continued from the last slide, there are several instances when the media fails to focus on issues that are very significant in our day-to-day life. For example, drinking water is a major problem in the country. Every year, thousands of people suffer and die because they do not get safe drinking water. However, we seldom find the media discussing such kind of issues in it. A well-known Indian journalist wrote of how the fashion week in which clothes designers showed their new creations to rich people formed the front page headlines of all the newspapers, while several slums were being demolished in Mumbai the very same week, and this was not highlighted and even noticed by the media. This is unfortunate. The media decides what to focus on, and this way it sets the agenda. See, this is one important clipping I am showing. Can you guess what is this? Cinema come under what media? Print media, mass media, or electronic media, or personal media? Please write in the comment box. Thank you very much for your patient hearing.